Welcome to Gray Overload. I'm Anthony, and let's do an unboxing of Ubiquiti's UNVR. So this is their storage system for their cameras, and I have a UDM SE, which works well right now. But as I get more cameras, so I'm up to three, either G4, G3 instance, and then I have a G4 and a doorbell, or G4 Pro, and then a doorbell, and now a G5 bullet, and I'll be adding more, trying to get more coverage around the house and everything else. I decided I'm going to need more storage space and not run everything through the UDM Pro. It still will be, used for the network side of things and everything else, but decided to upgrade to this. It wasn't too bad, $299 in stock. There is, let's see, everything on here. You have works up to 50 cameras. I believe that's 1080p cameras, 15 4K cameras, and I figure that's going to be probably about where it's at. We'll see as they grow. I'm sure that they can do some stuff, and I'm sure this isn't, hey, this is the absolute what it only can do, but it has 4 drive bays, 3.5 inch or 2.5 inch, 10 SFP plus port, a gig RGB or RJ45 port. Whoa, and it's one size U. So this will go in my rack, and you have 3 fans. You have your SFP plus port, your gig port. You can also do your redundant power supply if you want to do that, and then your status light for that. That's something that's interesting to me, but I haven't done it. They come with rubber feet, power cords, mounting brackets, etc. So this is going to be a nice little addition, I think. Hopefully you guys saw all that to my network stack. And it came good and packaged. You see that there's no dents in this one. UPS did a great job. There was nothing there. So, and Ubiquiti seems to have packed it nicely. As soon as my kids love it, because as soon as I get a box, they have that the plastic with the air bubbles in it. So my youngest goes through and she comes and she loves it because she loves to pop them. So she goes through and she pops them all by. Well, she's not that big, so she has to literally just put all her weight on them to try to get them to pop. But so there it is. Pull it off. A little easy for opening there. And I was going to record this on, a flatter surface. However, what happened is I'm working on a little solar project here for the 1G4 instance to put outside there, and that's taking up where I was going to unbox this. So I ordered this after thinking about that, and yeah, here's a box on top. Then we also have what's inside, which is UNVR. It's packaged up real well. Let's get that out. So box is empty. They do use a good foam around these, which I like. It's a very sturdy, rigid foam, and it seems to protect it during shipping. As we all know, shipping these days is questionable. A lot of times you've seen the photos or videos of them going through and throwing stuff, but here it is. You have, let's see, everything on there. So if you can see everything there, I can even get a power, fans, and then your ports. Yeah. So I'll probably go 10 gig because I do have that enterprise switch. Here's the front. Let's see, you can kind of see everything there. And so you have all these drives, 4 of them, which there's, I believe you can have RAID, 1, 10, and 5. I can't remember, they added one. You have the reset on front, which is pretty cool. Come on, just go into focus. Reset in front, and then fans, and then you have your little LED right there. So this LED will tell you what it's on because it doesn't have the a little screen like the bigger one does. So the reason why they also make a 2U version, and that one has some more features, except I decided I don't need 2U, so I have 1U. I don't know, maybe I do down the road, but I think if I go down that route, my brother's probably going to own a house at some point and everything else. He has Ubiquiti set up, and if he gets more cameras, he's probably going to want to go to something like this. Must be nice. He gets all my extra stuff, but I'm going to set this down so I don't drop it, and we can see what else is in here. So power cord, as I expect. It's packaged. It's got the, I'm not going to look through this. If you guys want to, feel free. Here is, that's just instructions or whatever else. Here's getting started with the QR codes. And they do a pretty good job with their QR codes. So I do like that. They package everything quite nicely. I have to say I do. That's one nice thing. Here's the brackets that you can put on the side, so you can put it in your rack. So that's what I'm going to do, is be able to put that in my rack. And then inside of this, so you have your hard drive screws, your screws for, you have 8 screws for mounting the rack brackets. Then you have your cage nuts and your feet. I'm not going to put this in my rack this very minute. I'm going to probably hook it up and just get it started. But what I'm going to do is I bought rack studs. I want to try them out and to see how convenient they are. If you've gone through and used cage nuts, you know how big of a pain it is. I guess I've never had a cage tool to put in nuts. I've always done it by hand and with a screwdriver or whatever else to get them in, and it's always just a pain. So I had some rack studs on order, and once I get those, I'm going to actually switch almost everything out so I can try those and just see how they work. So you probably get that. I'll probably go through my whole network stack. I know I owe you guys a review on that 48 port enterprise 2.5 gig switch. It works great, by the way, but I do owe that. I've been using, as more and more stuff here goes to 2.5 gig in my house, it's really nice to transfer stuff across the network with 2.5 gig instead of gig. It was a really nice upgrade here. And now with the SFP port there, I can do 10 gig to that main, it's basically my main switch, right? That 48 port is my main switch where everything connects into. And you can go 10 gig to the UDM Pro SE, 10 gig to the UNVR, and that is going to be I think a great little backplane because it's got 4 SFP plus ports on that switch. So let me know what questions you have with this. As I dabble more in this, if you have suggestions too, I'm open to it, because this is, the more I dabble into network, I used to do some network stuff way back in the day. I've gone and, software development for many years, and now I'm getting back into stuff, setting it up, doing a whole bunch more network stuff and on my own, and it's pretty fun. And if you have any ideas to getting, cameras, networks, solar setups with that, leave it in the comments below. I'm really interested in a lot of this stuff. And I got a solar panel, I got the battery, I got the controller, I got all that stuff ready and set up. So we'll see how it goes here, and you guys will get a video on that as well. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sharing, subscribing, and pushing this video out, liking and sharing. I really do appreciate it. You guys have been great in support of this channel, and I'm very thankful for that. So until next time, God bless.